Hi and welcome to this look at the 14-day weather prospects. So far, September has been a fairly quiet month, particularly in the south. Temperatures are running just a little bit above the 30-year average, but there hasn't been any notable warmth just yet. And that doesn't look like changing the next couple of days, but as we go through the weekend, there are signs of it warming up quite notably. So let me step through the pressure sequence chart to show what looks like happening. So on this we've got the UK in the middle and it's for Saturday the 12th of September. The greens and blues show cooler conditions with the yellows, oranges and reds indicating warmer ones. Now if I run it, we'll see what happens. To begin with, the UK is mainly under the green shading. This is in 3-hour steps. If I stop it there, for 18 GMT on Sunday the 13th of September, what we can see is much warmer air has been pushing up from the south or southwest across the UK, and as I say, that's indicated by the orange shading, so by then we can expect to see temperatures starting to lift again. Now I'll continue the sequence and take it through the early part of next week and pause it here, which is at 15 GMT on Tuesday the 15th of September. Now by then we can see the oranges indicating really very warm upper level air are covering most of the UK, and I would expect this to be particularly warm for the time of year. Now there is uncertainty about how long this warmth is going to last. If I just continue the sequence through to its end, what we can see here is even on Thursday, the upper air temperatures are starting to drop. You can see those bright oranges have been replaced by paler ones, indicating somewhat cooler air, but it's still pretty warm by then. Now, this sequence is generated using data from the Canadian medium range model. It's not in agreement with all of them. There is quite a lot of divergence at the moment between various computer models about just how long the warm-up's going to last for. I can show you the GEFS temperature spread. You'll see by day 5, a number, this is for London, quite a few of the runs are showing temperatures into the mid or upper 20s. That continues day 6 and day 7, so a week today. Next Wednesday it's still pretty warm, although by then we're starting to see more of the individual runs bringing in lower temperatures again, so it may be that the warm conditions don't last for long, maybe just Monday, Tuesday, perhaps Wednesday and Thursday. Just to illustrate that in a little bit more detail, we can see this temperature chart from the GFS model. It shows the warm conditions on Monday, temperatures in the south here reaching 27 Celsius. The warmth lasts in East Anglia and the southeast on Tuesday, but by Wednesday we can see here temperatures have dropped back down notably, in fact only reaching 17 Celsius there to the southeast of London. If we take a look at the Canadian model, the temperatures from the Canadian model, what we can see here is that on Monday we're looking at 27 Celsius in parts of southern England. Tuesday it's even hotter, we've got 31 Celsius in there, so that is very, very warm for the time of year. Maybe challenging a date record by then. It's something to keep in mind. We can see that the warmth according to the Canadian GEM model lasts into Wednesday. Temperatures there in the south still 27, 28 Celsius. Very warm for middle September. So that is a little bit different to the GFS scenario, and as I say, there is quite a bit of uncertainty about just how long the warm-up is going to last next week, but it certainly looks as though Monday and Tuesday, especially in the southern half of the UK, will be very warm, and I'd not be surprised to see 30 Celsius breached again. That would mean that 30 Celsius has been exceeded in the UK for the last 4 months. We managed it in June for several days. Of course, July was a very mixed month, but the last day of it brought extreme heat when temperatures got over 36 Celsius. And then we had that exceptional heat wave during the second week of August in what was otherwise another mixed month. So it has been, we've had some very odd weather patterns recently, and next week may well see a continuation of those. So if we just look at the GEFS graphs here for the next 16 days, just to look a little bit beyond the warmth perhaps, what we can see on the upper half here is temperatures at the 850 HPA level. So these temperatures are forecast for 1,500 meters approximately above sea level. We can see here initially it's very warm, so the 13th, 14th, 15th of September, there looks to be reasonable agreement there for a very warm upper level air over the UK. But then they do tail away, and in this phase here, from about the 19th of September through to the end of the run, which is on the 25th, it's very close to the average, which is represented by the black line here. There is quite a spread there, however, so it's not a given that we'll end up with fairly average conditions. There are still one or two warmer runs packed into the mix, so it's a case of watching and seeing what happens. But as I say, the most probable outcome at the moment looks to be for a transition back to more mixed weather as we head through the second half of September, particularly the last third of the month. Along the bottom here, we can see rainfall in the short term. When I say the short term, I'm talking really about the next week or so. It's very dry in the London area, not much showing up there at all. But then again, through the second half of the month, we do see some uptick in activity on this bottom half of the plot. These spikes here indicate rain being forecast by individual models in the run. It doesn't look particularly wet at all, though I should add, but it just looks as though there could be some rain around as we go through that period in southern England. If we just pop up to the northwest to this comparable plot for Glasgow, what we see here is there's less of a warm-up next week, so it looks like the warmer air may reach the northwest of the UK for a time, but it's closer to the border. It may not last for long at all. We then see temperatures again dipping close to the average for much of the rest of the run. As I say, that takes us up to the 25th of September. The big difference here, though, temperatures aside, is it looks significantly wetter. More or less throughout the period, rain spikes are appearing. So it's as is often the case, the northwest of the UK looks like catching most of the rain. So there we have it. It looks like we're in for a period of warmth next week. Could be hot. Temperatures may well peak above 30 Celsius. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see 31 Celsius reached in the south on Monday or Tuesday, possibly Wednesday. Not as warm as you head further north, although there should be some pleasant sunshine, at least for a time. Beyond that, a gradual cool down is looking likely, although details are pretty uncertain. The general picture is for rainfall to be more likely in the northwest of the UK and dry conditions to continue the further south and east that you head. So there we have it. There's the general picture for the next 14 days. Thank you for watching. Cheers now. Bye.